A mirror will is where a couple have essentially the same will but in reverse. We'll get into this in a bit more detail, but before we do, please like and subscribe for more videos and share with anyone who might find it useful. So here we have an example of a couple, and they've each got a will, and these are mirror wills, and they've each got assets in their own name, and they have 3 children. Now, first thing that's going to happen is one of them is going to pass away first, and this is going to be the person on the left. So the person on the right has now inherited their assets, and then sometime later they're going to pass away, and their will says everything is going to be inherited by my spouse or my partner, but if they've died before me, then everything goes to my children. That is a typical mirror will scenario, and that's what happens here. This person dies and everything is inherited by the children. But the mirror will part of it works equally well the other way around. So here we're going to see in this new scenario, the person on the right passes away first, the person on the left inherits their assets that they had in their sole name, and now when they pass away at some point in the future, the children still end up inheriting those assets, provided that's what the will said. Now, these wills don't have to be exactly the same. If we look at a legal definition from a legal textbook called Parker's Will Precedents, it defines a mirror or reciprocal wills, it's the same thing, as where 2 people, generally a couple, make wills in essentially identical terms. Each will made is independent and separate to the other will, and in contrast to a mutual will, is freely revocable. So if we look at that first sentence, it's where 2 people, generally a couple, make wills in essentially identical terms. So I've had clients where maybe one person has given away some jewellery to somebody, the other spouse or partner, doesn't have that jewellery. They might have a treasured antique or something like that, or not put anything like that into their will. They don't have to, but broadly their wills give everything to each other, and that's fine, and that's still a mirror will. Now the second part talks about these being freely revocable. Now that means you can change your will at any time, but it also means that the surviving partner can change their will after one has died. This quite often happens, and this can create problems later on, as we'll see in a future video. And this is in contrast to a different type of will called a mutual will. So just beware, those are not the same thing. So in summary then, mirror or reciprocal wills, it's a common type of will for couples. They can have slight differences between them, and it's not the same thing as mutual wills. So that's mirror wills. For more videos on estate planning, please like and subscribe. And remember the golden rule, don't leave it too late.